Businesses are open, and yet the customers simply can't even get to the front doors. $18,000 alone on city streets, another $26,000 in city buildings, and that is a growing, ugly problem. In fact, we can show you hopefully one that's way down here. They're trying to make sure that he does not jump that barrier. Here in Kansas City, we had 78 homicides last year. Now, how that compares to St. Louis, 159 homicides. That's almost double. It all comes down to choices, the things that you pick up in the store.
Soon that detection will come from up above with a 360-degree camera.
This year alone, just from January 1st to February 4th, they have had 38 cars stolen.
And by far the oldest and least skilled out here, I would like to mention.
Take a look. I want to show you just the low visibility. Can you see the skyline in the distance? No, you can't. The person next to you sneezes, achoo! You can now get sick. That meeting will happen right here at Union Station tonight.
We heard a big bang.
A startling wake-up call for folks off Norwood Road in Fairway.
It was loud enough, the whooshing noise, to wake me out of sleep. And then the thud confirmed that something bad had happened.
Then we hear a second bang, and it was an explosion.
Just steps from their doorstep, a driver smashed into this tree, wrapping his Subaru around the tree's trunk. The car's engine on fire and ejected down the street.
It was shocking because the engine was on fire 30 feet from the car, and the car must have literally exploded.
Fairway police say the driver zoomed down the street, reaching speeds of 100 miles per hour, dodging cars and hitting ones like Cameron Coley's that got in his way.
My car looks like it's totaled.
It started around 2:30 in the morning when a Westwood police officer tried to pull over the driver on Shawnee Mission Parkway. They say the driver made a quick dash through the Russell Stover parking lot and took off flying down Norwood. Within seconds, the driver was dead. This tree, the only thing keeping him from Jorge Paradello's front porch.
It was frightening. It was frightening. I'm glad that the impact of that tree stopped it from going any further.
So if you come away with anything from this, it's that no other innocent people were hurt. You know, a week before Christmas, that would just be more tragic than this already is.
Right now, police are investigating if drugs or alcohol were a factor in the crash. Reporting in Fairway, I'm Sarah Hollenbeck, 41 Action News. This summer, Tana Copeland received a phone call that changed her life.
I was shocked. First off, I mean, I was, like I said, I didn't know anything about my grandpa, so when the Army contacted me, I thought it was a joke.
The Army made an incredible discovery. Some 71 years later, the remains of several American soldiers were found.
It's just incredible that the Army, they never stop looking for these people that are lost in war.
Tana's grandpa, John Earl Copeland, just 21 years old, was killed in a B-24 crash in New Guinea. Decades later, someone bought the land where the plane crashed. They started digging it up and found parts of that plane. The Army spent 10 years excavating the site, where they found the remains of Copeland and 9 of his fellow soldiers. This summer, Tana was given her grandpa's Purple Heart.
To find out that my grandpa was a hero in World War II, that's just incredible. I mean, how many people can say that?
And in March, she'll travel to Washington, D.C., where her grandfather will be buried at Arlington Cemetery. For Tana, the burial will be extra special. She works at Johnson County Funeral Chapel, planning hundreds of memorial ceremonies. But this time, she gets to celebrate the life of her grandfather, a hero.
Not knowing much about him in my past and finding all this out, it just kind of brings a tear to my eye that God has blessed me. God has blessed me so much.
Sarah Hollenbeck, 41 Action News.
That's right, and now we want to take that doctor's advice and put it to the test. So we've got 2 cantaloupes here, one that has a bike helmet on and one right here that does not. We want to see how they will do if we drop them from 2 stories high to show the impact that this could have on a child's brain. So first, let's start with the cantaloupe without a helmet. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Wow, shattered. That cantaloupe is nothing left. Now we're going to take the one with the bike helmet here with a cantaloupe inside and drop this one and see what the impact looks like. In 3, 2, 1. Wow, look at that. The cantaloupe is still intact. It's still inside of that helmet. We're going to get a closer look, see if there's any cracks inside the cantaloupe. And it looks like it is cracked open a little bit, but much less damage that we're seeing to this cantaloupe versus the one that we dropped without the helmet. Now, this is just one visual that shows you how important these helmets are